What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Paint Points. It's that man, Abu, with Brother Man. And today we got another Washington Commanders draft day targets. Today we talking about the center, Sam Hect, out of Kansas. We're going to take a look at this guy and see how he fits our offensive line and our offensive scheme moving forward. As you can see just now, they showed Tyler Biadasz. Tyler Biadasz was actually released. Tyler Biadasz is actually a top 7, 8, 9 center in the league, but at the money that we're paying him to be badass, and he's just not that. I seen him get smacked up by Jalen Carter way too many times to think that we're gonna pay a starting center, $4 to $6 million a year. You got me fucked up. So I like Adam Peters. I like that he's removing himself from the Dan Quinnites. You know what I'm saying? The players that used to play under Dan Quinn or Dan Quinn is familiar with. No, he's forcing Dan Quinn and his coaching staff to coach him up. That's what he's doing, Adam Peters. Adam Peters is forcing Dan Quinn to say, hey, you can't just work with guys that you're familiar with, that you got familiarity with. No, coach these guys up that I'm going to bring onto this roster, because these guys are going to have talent and they're going to be able to move the needle. So that leaves us a hole at center. Sam Hect is probably, from all the mock drafts that I can see, Sam Hect is actually scheduled to go third, fourth round. So that's second to third day activity. Now, will he be there for us? That's just the question. How many teams are going after a center? We could think that the Ravens are going after the center because they lost Tyler Linderbaum. But there'll always be a couple of other teams that try to pick up a center. We went over previous center, Logan Jones. I like Logan Jones. I would take him over Sam Hect. But Sam Hect is a very talented player at the center position. Had got a lot of accolades while at Kansas. So let's take a look at what people around the NFL football world or the football universe have to say about Sam Hect and his contributions to the game.
I'd be like a younger version, so wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. Can you name some day one starters? So guys drafted in round 2, 3, 4, 5 or later, but you feel can come in to a team and be a starter day one.
My top
what is Armstead
guys: Sam Hecht, Kansas State. You think Dalton Reisner, Cooper Beebe, Cody Whitehair. He's in the similar mold, man. I just think that kind of guy. I compared him to Tyler Biadasz. So he plays like Tyler. Yeah, he plays a lot like Tyler. Does all the little things well.
Released from the Washington Commanders, so he's available now.
He did.
The team.
That was a surprise because he's played really well.
No,
the last
seriously, definitely a shock to me.
He's played well, but as being the leader of the offensive line, I think we need someone who's gonna put their foot down a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I wouldn't be shocked if Washington added Sam Hecht in the draft, to be honest, just because I feel like that'd be like a younger version. So wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tyler Biadasz signed to the Chargers.
That would be nice. That would give him something totally different. Yeah. Somebody who could do some stuff at the second level. And he just takes such good angles, Biadasz. And I feel like Hecht does similar sorts of things. Just a good feel for the position.
All right. So far, so good. Got some good news about Sam Hecht.
I genuinely think that Sam Hecht could be the best center in this class from what I saw in Mobile. He just did not lose. He did not lose barely any reps from Kansas State. He started the last 25 games of his college career at center, really solid PFF grades as a run blocker and a pass blocker throughout. And for 3 straight days, I mean, I could probably count on one hand the amount of total reps that he lost, whether it was one-on-one or in the team drills. I mean, his grip is fantastic. He's got great core strength, such great balance. I genuinely think that Sam Hecht could be the best center.
I like it. Now, the only question with Sam Hecht is where? Where does he go? Does he go? I think third round just may be a little bit too rich for my liking. Fourth round, if we can trade back up in high fourth round pick, I like it.
I mean, out of high school, I was underweight, so obviously I was under-recruited. So K-State was really my only Power 5 offer. So I went here, and I mean, they do a good job of not there's no difference between a scholarship player and a walk-on player. It felt like home. All the people welcomed me here, and it's definitely a big family up here.
How has that implemented in you as a player walking on?
So there's big walk-on tradition at Kansas State. It's kind of funny, the past 2 starting centers have all been walk-ons, and kind of just carrying on that tradition of having a former walk-on starting center. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, out of high
Hey, man, if he has developed into a potential NFL, well, no, he definitely is an NFL center. I like it. I take it. I take a guy who can develop and get better and better. I'll take it. I'll take a guy who can listen to coaching and use that to get better and better. I take it.
Let's talk about Sam Hecht and his NFL draft prospects. The Kansas State center has been one of the more dependable linemen in the Big 12 the past 2 years, allowing 0 sacks in that time span. He's had a really nice Senior Bowl all-star process, which is why he's getting some hype in this year's draft cycle. He's a tall, light center, 6'4", just under 300 pounds, 32-inch arms. I think he is a solid mover with average power, but nothing to blow you away tools-wise. He's super technically sound and polished. He's awesome with his hands. He keeps his elbows super tight and fits up correctly into blocks in the run game. He runs with short, choppy feet to turn his assignment out of the hole and create a rushing lane. In pass protection, he's really good at sorting through traffic and different pressure looks. He can tell he is an experienced player who's played a lot of football because he does a lot of the little things, right? But he just doesn't have great tools. I think he's better in his own scheme, but when he's trying to drive guys off the ball, his tall, light frame just doesn't get a ton of pop. I don't think he's the most powerful or explosive player. I have a 3rd-round grade on Hecht. I think he's a plug-and-play center in a couple different schemes if you need him to be. While the tools won't wow you or make him a star, I do think this is going to be a solid starting center for a decent amount of time in the league. Let's talk about...
Hey, I like the analysis. Give me a little good, give me a little bad, and let me make my own decision. I like it. I like the analysis. Let's check out one more video so we get a little more insight on the player.
The fact that he don't cross over right here lets me know he's fairly athletic. Let's get into the actual film breakdown of these clips that y'all saw, and we can talk about it from here. All right, let's take a look at some of the clips I have for Mr. Hike, Sam Hike, center from Kansas State, 6'4", 300. And let's take a look at some of the good and the bad that I saw while I was watching his tapes. Let's dive right into it. Now, remember, he's your center here. So with this double team, good footwork. Like the fact that he don't cross over right here lets me know he's fairly athletic. Most guys, when this guy go that far, they gonna cross over.
I like it. I like it. I like a center that can move.
He didn't cross over. He almost kind of shuffled to stay square. Because if he crossed over, his shoulders would have in turn kind of went this way, and then the guy could have had advantage on him. But the fact that he stayed square, so his shoulders stay that way, he's in good standing. Then they get to the double over there, and he just run the guy out the play. That's why I say zone stuff, I think he'll be well suited for zone stuff. This is outside zone at its finest right here for him. Even though I know they hit it downhill, but he hit it downhill because of 79 losing. The fact that he don't cross over right here.
All right, so it looks like, a couple people have some great things to say about Sam Heck, and looks like, he would be a great addition to anyone's team, this April, coming up in the 2026 draft. Just at the 3rd round, just seemed a little bit too rich for me. Washington, we have so many holes, man, and center is one of those holes, don't get me wrong. But a guy like Logan Jones out of Iowa, coming out of center U, coming out of O-line U, I think I'll trust that pick a little better. Tyler Linderbaum, who just got paid $27 million per year, came out of that program. That came out of that system. I think I'll trust that a little better. But it's not my job. It's Adam Peter's job. Like I say, I'm just here to react to it and also give my Commanders fans, my Skins fans, something else to look at, man. Let's stop looking at just the big names and the bright lights and all that stuff. Your mind can get foggy and bottled up. You can start seeing shit. You can start hallucinating, man. Like, take a step back and let's really look at the field and let's see who's available. Let's see who fits our team. Let's see who turns us into a championship contender right away. All right? So with that being said, if you got this far into the video, I do appreciate you for clicking on that thumbnail. It's that man Abu with Brother Man. This is another video on paint points. Hey, like, comment, subscribe, and beat up the comment section, man. Do you believe with that 3rd pick, should we take a center? Should we take Sam Hecht, who was scheduled to go in the 3rd round? Or should we wait later into the draft? Or should we wait until someone may become available free agency? Center is a position that we need right now. Allegretti is penciled in, and that cannot be the same on day one of training camp. I'm telling you that right now. All right, we need someone above Allegretti and let Allegretti be the backup for center. But with that being said, again, thanks for watching the video. We got a lot more videos to come. We got centers, we got tight ends, we got wide receivers, and they're coming up close to the draft. We're gonna start looking at some of these linebackers and edges and defensive players, because can the Commanders do an okie doke? It really won't be an okie doke, but can they do an okie doke if one of those big time pass rushers do fall down to them at the number 7 pick? See, the thing is, I already talked about earlier where Adam Peters is no longer Adam Peters is no longer going to baby Dan Quinn. He's no longer going to get players that Dan Quinn wants because he's familiar with them. Adam Peters is going to get players. He's going to get real NFL football players that Dan Quinn and the rest of the coaching staff are going to need to coach up to get full maximum potential out of them. So just for that, I don't think Adam Peters selects a defensive player in the draft at that first pick, because he did that during the free agency for Adam Peters, for Dan Quinn. He said, I got you all your defensive players now. In the draft, we're attacking offense. He can still go defense, but I don't see it. I don't see him, giving Dan Quinn another piece to play with. Dan Quinn has a lot, and Durante has a lot of players, a lot of pieces to play with and plug around right now. Where does Louisville play in this, 3-4 hybrid defense scheme? Where does Chanel? What is Chanel's role? Who gets the mic? Who gets the green dot? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of questions to be answered, and we're definitely here to review them and answer them when they do come out and they do make them, visible for us to break down. All right. But with that being said, man, thanks for watching the video again. Thanks for clicking on that thumbnail, man. It's that man, Abu's brother man. Hey, let's go.